The current year is 2019, and what we're going to talk about is how to calculate inflation. So inflation itself is defined as an increase in the aggregate price level. In other words, the price level has a sustained price increase. So again, yesterday morning, the year is 2019, I went into the 7-Eleven and I made a basket. I purchased a basket of consumer goods. These are goods that cannot be used to build products, but these are goods that I use for myself. The first consumer product that I purchased was a set of batteries for 13 RMB. Here you can see it here. A soda, this is for 5 RMB. The Schweppes there, that was for 5 RMB. The lemon cookies for 8.8 RMB. 2 boxes of Denisa cookies, each 14.5 RMB. A butter cookie that was 23.5, and I bought 2 of those. And this is the woman who helped me purchase this basket of goods at the 7-Eleven. She doesn't speak English, so you can see her face there. And she's confused as to what I'm doing, but she's really nice. And these are the things that I purchased at the grocery store at the 7-Eleven. This is the basket of goods. That's very important. So again, this is the basket of goods that I purchased here. Okay, this is an important definition. This is important because the definition includes what is the value of this basket using 2019 year prices and a base year compared to a base year price. And I'm going to use 2000 in this example. Okay, so the first thing I did was using 2019 prices, I added up those and calculated the value of this basket using 2019 prices. And I was able to, I was charged 102.8 RMB. Now this is a table that calculates the price and quantity of each of the goods that I just purchased: batteries, sodas, lemons, Denisa, butter, cookies. These are the quantities that I purchased in the 2019 year, and the quantities, and these are the prices. And these are some other prices of the same quantities, prices and quantities from previous years. So for this question, we're going to look at the base year, and we're going to focus in on these quantities here. We're not going to use the other quantities. These are distractors. We're not calculating this. We're going to look at the quantities from 2019 and compare the basket, the value of the basket, using the 2019 prices to calculate the value at the present year. And then we're going to calculate a second value of the basket with prices from the 2000 and just the 2000 year here. So we want to find out the value of the 2019 basket, these quantities times this price, and we want to compare it to the value of these quantities at the base year price. Notice that we do not use the quantities from 2000 or the prices from 2005 or the quantities from 2005. Now we do the calculations. The first thing that we do is we look at the quantities for the current year, because we need the CPI of 2019 involves these quantities of 2019. And we need to calculate the value of this basket using year prices 2019. So the value of the basket of goods in the year 2019 is 1 times 13. So that's here. 1 times 13 plus 5 times 1. Had a little mistake there, but that's fine. So plus 5 times 1 plus 8.8 times 1 plus 14.5 times 2 plus 23.5 times 2. Literally, what is the value of the basket in 2019? So we have this here. Okay, so that is the top value. That top value is worth 102.8. And that was what she calculated at the store. See, that's this. This is what the woman calculated at the store, if you remember, when she did her initial calculations. That's the value of the basket in 2019. Now we need to compare that to a base year price, which is 2000. Remember, we do not use the prices or quantities from 2005 or 2000. We only use the price from 2000 to make a comparison of what these quantities, the value of this quantities, if we use prices from 2000. Okay, so what we do is, again, we take the quantities from 2019 and multiply them by the prices of 2000, the base year. On your exam, they will say the base year is 2000. So that way you know which is which. For example, a 2005 could potentially be the base year. But in this example, we use current year prices and 2000 as our base year. Okay, so we multiply those together, and you can see that when we use the 2000 base year prices to find the value of these quantities, we get 65. So in the end, to calculate the CPI, which is divided, these two values of baskets divided over each other, times 100, we get this divided by this, 102.8 divided by 65, times 100 is equal to 1.581538 times 100, which is equal to 158.1. The CPI is the CPI of 2019 is 158.1, which means that the inflation rate, comparing the CPI of 100, is 58.1%. We just do new minus old divided by old when the CPI is 100 compared to the CPI of 2019, which is 158. So let's see if I can write that here. So what I mean is, we take the CPI base, which is the base CPI is always 100. The new CPI at 2019, which we just calculated, is 158.1. And then we say the new CPI 2019 is 158 minus the old, which is 100. And we divide by the old, which is also 100. So it's 158.1 minus 100 divided by 100 equals 58.1. So in this case, we say the inflation rate is 58.1% based on the percentage change in CPI. Okay, your turn. What is the CPI of 2005? And we'll consider that 2000 is the base year. So watch this video again and use the same means of calculation to calculate the CPI of 2005. Good luck.